A series of brutal murders rocks the young elites in Kamurocho. Each victim was a founder of Crimson Lotus, a group of thugs for hire. Mikiko lost her only sister at the hands of these thugs, along with her foster parents. And to get revenge, she takes matters into her own hands. Like a phantom in the night, she attempts to kill the Crimson Lotus founders one by one. However, Ken Mochi lays an ambush for Mikiko, fearing that he might be her next target. Kaito bursts in on the scene and returns Mikiko back to safety. Seeing her safe and sound grants him a moment's repose, but their ordeal is far from over.
Hey, is she all right? They didn't do nothing to her, did they?
Yeah, she's fine. She's just out.
Oh, that's good.
Get in, Kaito. We're taking Mikiko-san somewhere safe.
Fine. But you better be ready to talk.
Uh-huh. As you can see, we're packing up. Excuse the mess.
Crazy to think you were working for Mikiko all this time. Why didn't you just say so?
Because we only found out who she really was the other day. We had no idea she was June's mom, either.
Even though she's your client?
All she gave us was a job, not her name. Said to protect Jun Sadamoto. Kidnap him if you have to, but make sure he stays safe. That's the long and short of it.
Yeah, I'm not following. So, she hired some crooked detectives and left her husband and kid in the dark? Just, what the hell was she planning?
You're aware she's been trying to get revenge on Crimson Lotus, yes?
Yeah?
So, what if she needed a babysitter? After her deed was done, all she'd need to do was swing by here, pick up June, and hightail it out of Japan.
Bullshit.
Oh, Mikiko-san!
Mikiko.
Masaharu-san,
Oh, you scared the piss out of me.
you saved me again?
Don't tell me you forgot. I'm supposed to be your bodyguard, remember? All right, Mikiko. Tell me, did you really kill those people?
I intended to, but I never got the chance.
What do you mean?
Well, someone else was always one step ahead of me. No matter who I was after, they were killed before I even showed up. Ashizaki, the man in the burning building, same deal. He was dead by the time I arrived, and the place was already up in smoke.
So then, you're saying you're not a killer after all?
Correct. Though I'd give anything to do him in myself. Bastards.
Any idea who might be beating you to the punch?
I wish I knew.
I see. Mikiko, there's a lot I want to ask you. Are you okay to talk?
Yeah.
Why go after the Crimson Lotus founders? Was it really out of revenge? You mentioned Crimson Lotus being responsible for killing your family. What set this all into motion?
It all all started with Kenmochi. He was some kind of real estate broker way back when. He was making a fortune, too. And that was before the bastard went after my parents.
Right. Sadamoto-san mentioned something like that.
Except, there was no evidence that they ever started the fire. The police pinned it all on the stalker and left it at that. Meaning it's up to me to get justice.
Mikiko. 2 years back, you disappeared from your home, leaving a suicide note behind. The cops believe you killed yourself, but obviously you never did.
Of course not. Besides, I can't just die and leave my son behind. It was Crimson Lotus who framed my suicide. Must have been convenient for them.
I figured that was the case. But still, I can't believe you lived. They seriously pushed you off a waterfall?
To this day, I have no clue how I survived. I was apparently knocked out at the time. Maybe I have the devil's luck. Anyway, when I woke up, Shirakawa-san had already taken me in. But I couldn't remember anything.
What made your memories come back?
I was watching TV.
TV?
Yes. And Kyoya's face was on there.
Right. Your husband.
He's been on TV a lot lately. I think I saw him on some morning show. Anyway, he was chatting with a celebrity, looking real smug. And that's when it all came back. What Crimson Lotus had done to me, and what they took away.
Was there a reason you didn't contact your family right then? Sadamoto-san and June were worried like hell.
Let's just say I had some unfinished business to deal with. The kind a woman's family doesn't need to know about.
Okay then. Let's say you had taken down Crimson Lotus. Then what? You really meant for these dopes to take June?
Desperate times call for desperate measures. That's all I can say.
Mikiko, why'd you want to stick June with these shady assholes?
Because I needed a detective who'd take an anonymous job. I couldn't let it get out that I was still alive. The last thing I wanted was Crimson Lotus hunting me down first. And while detectives are supposed to maintain confidentiality, I can't just take that at face value. Besides, any legit detective would turn down some random woman asking to snatch up a specific kid, right?
True. Guess that explains why you go to ex-Yakuza.
Yeah, except Igarashi-san figured out who I was midway through it all.
Sorry I had to pry, Mikiko-san. But I always vet my clients. I'll admit, I was shocked to find out a dead woman hired us. Not to mention, one who was hell-bent on taking out Crimson Lotus. Those disgusting bastards. But hey, that's the most exciting shit that's happened to us in years. Why wouldn't we go all in?
I appreciate the help, Igarashi-san. Your people have had my back since day one. And Senda-san, I'm sorry my actions put you in harm's way.
How'd you even afford them after being gone 2 years? You have cash stored away somewhere?
After all I went through, I still managed to have my wedding ring. Pawned that off right away.
Apparently it was enough to cover my fee, and then some.
You know, your boy June ended up paying me a visit. He wanted me to help him find his mom.
I knew about that. Igarashi-san had told me he was with you. It didn't take me long to figure out what he was up to.
He also thinks he's my son. Of course, I beg to differ, but,
Right. That's all in his imagination.
yeah, that's what your husband said too. I guess June was reading your diary from when we were together. Got some ideas in his head. He said you wrote, "I'll never see Masaharu-san again. And I should get this taken care of."
I wrote that? I wonder what I meant.
Come on, you really don't remember?
How could I? That diary's as old as time. And even so... Wait. You don't mean...
Ringing some bells?
Remember that time I borrowed 50,000 yen while we were out shopping? I forgot to grab money from the bank. But there it was, the cutest coat I had ever seen. The last one on the rack. And of course, I left my card at home too.
Huh. Know what? It does sound familiar. Hold on. Don't tell me.
Mm-hmm. I never gave you your money back after we split up. So I was stuck thinking about whether or not I should pay you back. It would have been pretty awkward after the breakup we had. So yeah, that was stressful.
What? You mean to tell me that's what all that meant?
If you want, I could give you 50 grand right now.
No thanks.
Really? Okay, you're the boss.
Easy, Mikiko-san. They might have put drugs in your system. Why don't you take a rest in the back?
Sure. I'll take you up on that.
Your guy, Senda. He's into Mikiko, isn't he?
That obvious, huh?
Well, yeah.
What can I say? The guy's a big softy. I always tell him not to get too close to clients.
What about you? Mikiko got your attention too? For a crooked detective, I'd say you're pretty devoted.
Maybe I am. I've always respected fearless women like her. And besides, it's devotion that got our customer satisfaction rate topping 80%. That said, the guarantee applies to real customers only. Suckers don't get the same deal.
Corrupt and methodical. Gotta have a system, right? Huh?
Hmm?
Hey, Kaito. You think Mikiko-san's into sweets?
Oh, yeah. If memory serves, she always liked dessert with her coffee.
Noted. Thank you.
Hmm?
Kaito here. What's up?
Guess what? I was able to salvage the data from that hard drive, damaged as it was.
No shit! Nice going, man. Anything useful on there?
Well, I did find something intriguing. Scans of some under-the-table transactions. Though, whether they're useful to you or not, that I cannot say.
Well, wanna fill me in anyway?
Okay, so these scans showed questionable wire transfer records. It seems it was a security company that burned down. But 17 years ago, it received very large sums of unspecified funds over the course of 7 years. And the source of these funds was a smartphone app developer called Devenir.
So, some smartphone company illegally funds a security firm. What for?
That, unfortunately, I could not find. I tried combing through their email history, but still nothing came up.
Alright.
Oh, and this Devenir? It doesn't seem to exist anymore. In fact, there are hardly any records of it operating. I'm tempted to think it's a dummy corporation, Kaito-san.
Huh. Now tell me that's not fishy.
Indeed. Alas, that's about all I managed to recover. However, I do intend on looking into this Devenir a bit further. Seeing as there isn't much about it on the web, I'll likely have to do some extra digging.
I appreciate all the help, Zuko.
Of course. Just ping me if there's anything else you need.
Between them.
Guys, this is bad. It's Mikiko-san.
Where is she?
I don't know. The window was open when I got here.
Mikiko, where the hell did you go? Is she seriously going after Crimson Lotus again?
Oh, not good.
You know something?
Oh, no?
Numbnuts here doesn't know a damn thing.
He can speak for himself. Now talk.
Well, it's just that Mikiko-san might be...
Senda! Whatever she decides to do, we see it through to the end. That was the deal, wasn't it?
You trying to turn Mikiko into a criminal? You know detectives are supposed to protect their clients, right?
We are protecting our client by not letting you interfere with her work.
You know, Igarashi, I really can't stand the sight of you. I'll just have to beat the truth out of you then.
I'd like to see you try.
Go grab a sword. Yep, I was about to say.
I've been dreaming.
Y'all big mouths always gotta have a
Kid
weapon.
in your skull. Let's go, Kaito.
Here we go. Oh, and there's nothing to grab. One kick. Come on, Kaito. You can do better than that. Get up. Be stupid. Golly, I hate people with weapons.
Spill it. Where'd Mikiko run off to? Talk!
You really think you can save Mikiko-san? The guy who left her in the dust for the Matsugane family.
Fuck you.
Believe me, Kaito. Her anguish runs deeper and darker than you can possibly fathom. She's fueled by a hatred too hot to be contained. That is, until she kills her target.
So what do you know about Mikiko, huh?
A lot, actually. Collecting June wasn't all she had us do. There was another thing she asked us to look into, which is how we learned of suffering that'd push anybody over the edge.
Tell me.
I'll ask you again. Do you really think you can save Mikiko-san? You got the balls to face the misery she's going through and accept what she's become?
My mind's already made up. I'm gonna save Mikiko. Don't give a rat's ass if I die trying.
Well said. Then let's go.
Huh? Go where?
To Ijincho, Yokohama. I'll fill you in on the drive. Any unfinished business you have, go take care of it now.
About to get crazy. Da, 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 da.
Got a little workout in at least.
Let's go, people. Out the middle of the road. Oh. What is this? Hello. What do we have here? Gyoza. Oh man, I love these pot stickers and fried rice. Good eating.
I'm starving.
Good dumplings.
Ah, delicious.
ありがとうございました。
Da, 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 da. This away? Oh my gosh.
Oh, Kaito! Where's Mom?
Don't worry, she got out alright. Turns out she never killed anyone either.
What do you mean? Whew, that's good news. Glad to hear my mom's not a killer.
We still don't know who the culprit is, though. And I'm running short of leads.
Wait, then where is Mom now?
About that. She's still got some stuff to take care of. But she said she'll be back once it's all handled.
Yeah? What kind of stuff would that be?
That I don't know. Maybe shopping?
Shopping? Now? Okay, then. So, what are your plans?
Actually, June, you and I are gonna hang for a bit.
We are?
Yeah. After all you've been through looking for your mom, I figure we could both use a break. Grand tour of Kamurocho sound good?
Hell yeah! Let's do it!
Then let's hit the streets.
Okay! That way, huh?
Complicated though. I'm at the Inside Cafe in Kamaro Theater. Would you like to have a chat? I guess we could. Oh. Hey, did you lose something? Oh, give me some crackers. Oh, how very nice.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, just thought I'd check in.
All right. So we're dealing with a serial murderer targeting the young business elite in Kamurocho. Would revenge against Crimson Lotus for the Natsume arson be part of that motive?
Not sure. But I'm gonna tap Igarashi's brain in a bit. He seems to know a lot about it.
I see.
What about you? Gonna be here in town a while?
Yes. At least until Mikiko-san comes back.
Why don't you head on back to your place in Chiba? You can leave the rest to me.
I can't. There are still some things I have to do.
Oh yeah? Like, get a happy ending?
What? Don't be ridiculous. How do you even know what that is?
I mean, I have been in Kamurocho a while now.
Dear me. What exactly is this town teaching our youth?
Let's see what we're looking for. Get more realty, bartender, drugs, Eat Zone, Smile Burger, Club Sega, Shiogi, Popo, Smile Burger, Ginda Law Office, Batting Center. Where would I don't have very many taxis around here, do they? I don't know how to. Nothing really to trying to see. Not sure how to Charles Higashi. How to introduce him then. Yeah, there we go. Beat them up a little bit. Look at that health bar. Oh, what am I? Oh, what am... That's enough then. Don't know who you are coming after me.
Fights you can't win.
Trying to do something.
Oh, if it isn't the local shogi whiz.
Oh, hey! If it isn't the cop, I will.
Give a guy a break. I did mention I'm the strongest in my precinct, yes?
Huh. Guess your precinct kind of sucks then.
No, I think you're just a prodigy. Gotta guess your grades are pretty good too?
Nah, I usually tune out all my teachers.
Well, should you ever decide to put some effort into school, I'm sure you'd be a star student.
School's just a big waste of time.
All right, June. That's enough.
Kaito-san, I finally finished the job for Genda Sensei. I'll be back tomorrow. You ever find the husband? He said he tried to run out on the divorce proceeding, right? Yeah, he ran off into the mountains with his son. We eventually cornered him on a lake in one of those swan boat things. You have any idea how hard it is to chase someone in one of those? My legs are dead after all that pedaling. Sounds like another day on the job. We always get stuck doing stuff, whether it's Kamurocho or Jinko. Well, I'll be back, so hold down the fort.
Who's hitting you up?
Takayuki Yagami. I call him Ta. He's my boss, and, sort of like a partner in the biz.
Is he strong?
Well, to an extent. There's no way he can take me.
Whoa, he must be pretty tough, though, if you're working for him.
Tough enough to count on in a pinch, yeah. I'll introduce you when I get the chance.
Man, imagine seeing Kaito's boss in action. Sounds awesome.
All finished up on your end?
Yo, look out!
Don't worry, he won't bite. Turns out your mom asked this bum to look after you.
Yeah, right. Like I'd ever buy that. No frickin' way.
Yeah, sorry. Didn't know you were Mikiko's kid when this all started.
You tried to kidnap me on multiple occasions. By force! I hope you get struck by lightning!
I was only doing my job. You should have just came along quietly.
Seriously? Who'd be dumb enough to just go along with some shady Yakuza? You even have a brain in your head?
What? Of course I do. You're the brainless one.
All right, kids, settle down. Senda, don't we have places to be?
Ah, right. The boss is waiting. You ready, Kaito?
Good to go.
Okay, let's hit the road. Oh, but the kid's gotta stay. Boss wants to talk mano a mano.
That right.
What? Why can't I come with?
Because I said so, twerp.
Jerk. Be that way.
June, just chill in my office and I'll get you a souvenir. Sound good?
Fine. Oh, and by the way, Mom's not really out shopping, is she? You'll bring her back, right?
You bet.
Okay. And I'm gonna hold you to that. Make sure nothing bad happens to her. Got it?
That's a promise. You'll see her again real soon.
Remember, you promised.
God, what an annoying little punk. Cocky as hell, too.
Damn right. So, Igarashi, why Jincho? Wasn't everything going down in Kamurocho?
It just so happens that Rhizome, the precursor to Crimson Lotus, is having a reunion today. The venue's a hotel in Ijincho. And every founding member of that group will be there. At least the ones who are still alive.
I'm guessing Mikiko wants every last one of them dead, doesn't she?
Uh-huh. On top of that, her final target's also planning to show. The one she wants dead the most.
You mean outside of Crimson Lotus? Who?
The one going around killing the founders of Crimson Lotus before she can.
What the hell are you talking about? Like Mikiko want to take out who's ever killing her enemies. They've got a common goal, don't they?
Hell, you're a detective. Try using that old noggin of yours, why don't you? Primitive as you are, I'm sure you can piece it together, knowing what you know. Plus, Ijincho's an hour away. How about we make like detectives and go over what we know?
Yeah, sounds a bit too buddy-buddy for me. Besides, I'm a punch first, go over shit later kind of guy.
Yeah, I can see that. However, if you were to, say, arrive at the truth on your own, then no one breaks confidentiality.
Fine, I'll bite. So, real killer, huh? There is one thing that's been bugging me. That security company, Ashizaki. His office was set on fire. But the point of burning the place wasn't to kill him. After all, he was shot up on the roof. So the killer must have torched it for another reason.
Oh, starting with the motive. Not bad. Go on.
So there's our problem. Why would the killer want to burn the office? I'm thinking... there was some evidence that would incriminate the killer. So they burned the place to get rid of it.
Interesting. And?
I think I know just what the killer was trying to hide.
What did I find there? No. I found that there.
I asked a buddy of mine to pull the data from a burnt hard drive I picked up at the scene. What he found were records of illegal wire transfers to the security company. And the company sending the cash was a smartphone app developer that isn't around anymore. I'd wager the killer'd want to have these records erased.
Hey, you're good. Didn't think you'd get your hands on those. By the way, that smartphone app company, you're talking about Devenir, I assume.
Okay, how the hell do you know?
It was thanks to Mikiko-san, really. She requested we look into a certain someone. Over the course of our investigation, we learned about a dummy company called Devenir. And as you can guess, Devenir was created as a front for this certain someone. He used it to directly employ Crimson Lotus. Cover-ups to customer service. They handled all sorts of trickier than usual jobs.
So you're saying this guy's the one who's been killing off the Crimson Lotus founders?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, who could it be? Here's a hint. Mikiko-san approached us anonymously. Why do you think she'd do that?
Well, you guys could have broken confidentiality and let it slip that she was alive, right? After all, her plan was to take out
Wait
Crimson
a
Lotus
minute.
without leaving a trace.
Sure, but that's just one reason.
Somebody's got all this
There's
money.
someone aside from Crimson Lotus who she doesn't want knowing she's alive. As a
She
matter
never
of fact,
told her husband.
Mikiko-san never even contacted this person about it.
He's offering to pay a lot of
Even
money
though
to
you'd
find
think
her.
she'd be the first person she'd run to after getting
Her husband.
back.
Yep. That's why he wants to put out so
Wait a
much
goddamn
money.
minute.
His
All
business.
coming together.
Yeah.
You're saying he's the one killing the founders of Crimson Lotus?
Yep, you got it. And Mikiko-san has the same idea.
What? So then, he was trying to erase his ties with Crimson Lotus? No, hang on. Crimson Lotus's founders were the ones who set fire to Mikiko's family's house. Why the hell would Sadamoto have connections with the guys who burned his wife's family alive?
Oh, so you picked up on that. Then you'll like this next bit. Sadamoto's dummy company, Devenir. It had records from 17 years ago of illicit wire transfers to Ashizaki's security company. Know what that means?
Yeah, I figured that out, too. Actually, it's weird. 17 years is way before Mikiko and Sadamoto got married. But Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus were connected back then, right? So what the hell's going on?
Just think of it like this. The Natsume family arson falls under questionable ties between Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus.
That... Oh, that's crazy! Sadamoto was involved in the arson?
Bingo. What happened 2 years ago was Mikiko-san learned the truth. And Sadamoto and Crimson Lotus tried to silence her.
Oh.
All right, Igarashi. No more guessing games. Just who the hell is Kyoya Sadamoto, really?
The fucking devil. The type who'd make a Yakuza piss himself.
The devil? How so?
It all started with Rhizome, an event club Kenmochi started during his college days. Rhizome was like any other event group. You get together with friends, go parties, go on live tours, and make a little cash. Guess they weren't making much back then. Then enters Kyoya Sadamoto, a business admin major at the same college. He started showing up as their advisor and turned everything around. They all ate up Sadamoto's words and expanded their services into some pretty gray territory. Since Sadamoto considered himself their advisor, he wasn't officially part of the group. But his talent, his accomplishments, and charisma had them wrapped around his finger.
And that Rhizome bunch went on to found Crimson Lotus?
Yeah, mainly around Kenmochi. Sadamoto already started his own business as a student. By the time he graduated, he was asking Crimson Lotus to do his dirty work. On the outside, he ran his business like some typical ambitious startup. But I'm sure he had guys coming after him. Probably made himself lots of enemies. It's what happens when you straddle both sides of the law. I bet it wasn't uncommon for him to deal with unhappy customers.
Guess it must have been convenient having his own personal cleanup crew.
Bet your ass it was. Sadamoto's company saw steady growth because of it. But eventually, that growth started to fizzle out. What was once a promising startup with tons of investment capital found itself in dire straits. That's when he set his sights on Mikiko-san's parents, the Natsumes.
So you're saying you know for sure Sadamoto had a hand in the arson?
Yes. Though it'd be more accurate to say he was the primary offender. It was about 15 years ago. Sadamoto heard about a property development plan from Kenmochi, who was a real estate broker at the time. Would have been a mighty lucrative deal, but the Natsumes were the only ones who wouldn't sell.
Which led to threats and burning the place down. Classic land shark bullshit.
If only it had stopped at that. Now listen. What makes Sadamoto such a devil is what he did with the info Kenmochi brought him. He reworked it into a plan to fix all of his own company's problems in one fell swoop.
How's that work?
Kaito, the Natsume family was one of the richest in the area. If you include their property and stocks, they were worth tens of billions in assets. And since Sadamoto was struggling with funds at the time, he decided to help himself to that fortune.
But he couldn't pull that off unless... No way.
Yeah. Marrying Mikiko-san was all part of his master plan.
That's insane!
Clearly, the man has a way with people. Call it an uncanny knack for charm. His college circles treat him like a guru. They say he's a living legend. Even his company seems to be under his spell. And as we know, Crimson Lotus was always ready and willing to take up any of his dirty jobs. So, you can see now how the Natsumes must have fallen for his honest young businessman facade. After he had the parents eating out of his palm, he discovered their younger daughter had a stalker, while the older one was dating a Yakuza.
Wait, what do I have to do with this?
You should know, Kaito. Sadamoto used you too.
Me? When did she figure out where her husband really was?
About 2 years ago, Sadamoto got hammered, rare for him, and fell asleep in his study with the computer on. That's when she stumbled upon his email exchange with Kenmochi. Of course, that set off alarms in her head, so she dug through more of his inbox. It wasn't long before she knew the ugly truth. But then Sadamoto woke up. When he realized what she saw, he got violent.
I doubt Mikiko would go down easy to some pencil-pushing civvy.
Well, it turns out she did go down easy. We're talking about a guy who deals in the criminal underworld. He's very likely accustomed to using force.
What happened after Mikiko got attacked?
She said her memories got fuzzy after that. She was probably drugged. And Sadamoto had Crimson Lotus clean up his mess.
How the hell could Sadamoto use me at any point in time?
Well, when Mikiko-san first met him, she told him she was seeing someone and thinking of marriage. Now, how do you think he responded to it? Surprise, surprise. He actually supported it.
Did?
Well, he figured if you were serious about her, you'd quit the Yakuza. If you needed cash, he'd go convince her parents. If it was a lawyer you needed, he would have arranged one. He had lots of reasonable suggestions.
He really offered all that?
I'm sure Sadamoto knew how hard it was for a Yakuza to leave the life. Not to mention, the Matsugane family had its own problems at the time, right? In any case, he knew you were locked in, and convinced Mikiko-san of the same. You both did exactly what he wanted. Then, once you were out of the picture, Sadamoto made his move on Mikiko-san. I imagine her parents might have even encouraged it. And after the marriage was official, Sadamoto simply had to bide his time until the Natsume house burned down and their fortune was his to claim. Guy's a monster in human skin, right? And it seems his marriage was more of a shotgun wedding. I'm almost certain the kid was conceived as part of the plan to push her into marrying him. In other words, June was nothing more to Sadamoto than a tool for making money. I feel terrible for Mikiko-san and June.
Gotta say, I'm impressed you did all that research. No wonder you called yourselves Tojo Clan R&D.
Well, that's what happens when you know society like the back of your hand. The whole R&D thing might have been my idea. But it's only because we know our shit.
All right.
So, how's it feel? That asshole Sadamoto played you like a fiddle and tore you apart from the woman you loved.
It doesn't matter. I made my choice.
Ha! That's the lamest shit I ever heard. I thought you'd blow a fuse.
That said, I'll feel a hell of a lot better if I can just clock him one time real good.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Go knock his goddamn lights out.
So, this is the spot.
Yeah, they do this reunion every year. And apparently Kyoya Sadamoto shows up to everyone. All the surviving founders of Crimson Lotus are probably in here somewhere.
I gotta go find Mikiko. Before she does something she can never take back.
So we probably gonna end up having to fight him as the final boss.
A receptionist. Guess you gotta have connections to get in.
What's the plan, Kaito?
Gonna roll the way a detective rolls.
Meaning?
By sneaking in with a disguise.
You? Disguised as what? You're still gonna look older than anyone here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mull that one over.
Have to go with the suit.
Oh, are you one of Rhizome's alumni?
Yep, sure am.
Okay. What year did you graduate?
Huh? Like 10 years ago?
And your name?
It's Kaito.
Your name doesn't seem to be on the list.
You know, I just remembered. I gotta go take care of something. Excuse me.
Huh?
I need a name, huh?
Is this it?
Yeah. Oh. Is this it?
What have we here?
The heck?
This right here.
all that money on it.
What have we here?
Oh no, my prized possession. Did I drop it when I sat down earlier? Oh, and to think I spent all that money on it. Ah, oh well. Party's about to start. Whoever finds it can just keep it.
Over here, maybe. This right here.
Hold on to this. Divine water? Really? That's what he lost?
Is this it? What have we here? This right here.
Oh. A server or something. Might be just my option. Where do I get the uniform?
What have we here? Huh? Let's see. This right here.
Hey, where's the new guy? Probably in the smoking area. I saw him heading down there a minute ago. Really? He steps out for a cigarette when the party's about to start? Go get him, will ya?
No way. That guy freaks me out, man. Looks like an ex-thug who can't seem to reintegrate into society. Besides, I don't have the key to the smoking area. You do it.
Hell no! He freaks me out too. I'm not equipped to deal with his type.
Well, he's a responsible adult. I'm sure he'll come back once the party starts.
Yeah. No need to bust our butts just to check on him.
Could be it. Smoking it.
Let's see. Let's see. Is this it?
Oh, shit. I dropped the key to the back door.
The smoking area? Dude, if they find out, they're gonna be pissed.
Well, they haven't found out yet. Oh, man. What am I gonna do?
Okay, I'll help you find it. Have any idea where you might have dropped it at least?
The first floor bathroom, I think? Or was it the second floor? Actually, it could have been the third.
Okay, so it's in one of the bathrooms.
Okay.
Let's see. What have we here?
Okay. Hmm?
Man, I am beat. Last thing I want to do is serve people. And it's been nothing but punk kids all day. And they've all got some crap attitudes.
Hey, you. You got a sec?
Huh? Aren't you?
Whoa. That you, Tashiro-kun?
Kaito? Why the hell are you here?
Why the hell are you a waiter?
It's that bastard Yagami's fault.
Ta? What are you talking about?
For the past few years, I was a producer doing events for a solid company, and I was totally killing it. Thanks to Yagami coming around, the company heard about my fuck-ups and fired me.
Well, I don't know all the details, but if you got outed, sounds like you got what you deserved, don't it?
Shut up! This all started from you guys! The moment you ripped my favorite clothes off my body, my luck went straight down the shitter!
Yeah, sorry about that. On that note, mind if I borrow those clothes for a bit?
What the hell? You got some balls asking me that!
I need it for reasons. Come on, I'm not gonna keep it forever.
Fuck that! Why don't you just strip down yourself?
Huh? Why would I do that?
Because I want you to feel the same humiliation I did. If you're not gonna strip, I'll make you strip, dickhead!
Whoa, hey, knock it off. I already said I was sorry, didn't I?
Shut it! You even know how it feels to get your ass kicked and tossed out into the freezing December cold, butt naked? I won't rest until I strip you down to your bare junk. Better be ready!
Fine. Have it your way. An ass whooping it is. Here we go!
All right. Now we got something. She got stay hidden for a while. I don't know what he gonna do, but she probably gonna stay hidden for a while. Oh, hey.
Excuse me. Mind if I have a word? I'm looking for someone. Ma'am?
Hey, can't you see this is a bad time? I'm catching up with an old friend here.
I'm awfully sorry, but it's about a very important guest.
Oh, an important guest, you say? As in one of the Rhizome founders? Because if that's the case, I'd love to meet them.
Oh, no, they aren't.
Ah, well then can you go away now?
If you please, it's just...
Oh, Nishio-san, you're here!
Wow. That one looks like she...
Sorry to bother you, but have you seen this woman?
Oh, her? I think she was here earlier.
Are you sure? Where is she now?
Hang on, maybe I'm not remembering correctly. She didn't talk to anyone and left her seat pretty quickly.
That's what you see. She don't want to stand out.
How about a man named Kyoya Sadamoto?
Sadamoto-san? The living legend. Oh, I've always wanted to meet him, but he said he had an emergency and couldn't make it.
Can't make it? You're positive?
Yes. Apparently he has a meeting he simply can't miss. His schedule is always packed every single day. But I suppose that's just how it is.
Unless he just said he couldn't be there. I don't know.
What do you
She
mean
might
I
not
can't
even
get
be
in?
here.
It It's just that Amina Masuda-sama has already checked in.
And I keep telling you, I'm Mina Masuda. How could I have already checked myself in?
Yep. You know who.
Something the matter, ma'am?
Well, I literally just got here, but this bonehead of a receptionist says I'm already checked in.
So, Masuda-san is already inside the venue. You sure there's no mistake?
Yes, I even checked the list.
This woman, the one who said she was Masuda, is this her?
Oh, yes, that's the one. She was gorgeous.
I knew it. Where did she go?
Well, she entered the venue. Oh, but just after that, she came out and made her way to the restrooms.
The restrooms, huh?
Okay. Like their drinks. Diuretics.
Thank you.
Wait! What about me?
Hey! No. Oh. You still with me? What happened?
Oh, some woman came in out of nowhere and attacked me.
And was that woman Mikiko Sadamoto?
Yeah, that's right. But how? Who are you?
Where'd she go?
She was looking for Kyoya-san.
Kyoya Sadamoto? But I heard he couldn't make it.
No. He was scheduled to appear as a surprise guest. He was in the green room earlier, but he went up to the roof for a smoke.
And then Mikiko went up to the roof too?
Yeah.
May I help you? I'm very sorry, but there's an urgent issue I must attend to.
Don't play dumb with me, Kaito. I know a rat when I see one. Why are you here?
Well, guess I gotta force my way through. I'm kinda in a hurry, so I ain't pulling punches.
Come on, boys! Let's get him!
Get me!
I know to stay away when they start glowing, and I still don't. Look, his flame's still on the back.
Hey, Kaito! Need a hand? Let's clean him up quick!
Appreciate it, fellas.
Huh? What the hell do you think you're doing? I'll kill you!
More henchmen. Here we go. You just got beat up and you got a full health bar? I hate when they flame, they automatically gotta do their move. Man. They don't learn.
So, did you figure out where Mikiko-san is?
Yeah. Looks like she chased Sadamoto to the roof. We can't afford to get caught by them again. Let's climb up here.
Oh shit!
Every floor.
Wait, aren't you?
Yeah. Come on, big
Damn
cub.
it. We can't let him call for backup. We have to take him out quick.
Hey, that's my move. Oh, go on, big dudes. Man.
That's all you got?
Watch, another setup on this floor. Why are we going in here, not the roof? What is this? Sake!
Hey! They've got to be around here somewhere. Find them! Huh? Guess we're already in Jincho's most wanted.
The whole... Good Lord.
These guys are there. Here we go!
There should be a guest elevator somewhere around here. We can take that all the way to the top. take this guy all the way to the top. There they are! Found them!
Ah, these guys get aggravating, man.
Hey, Kaito! You go take care of Mikiko-san.
Just leave these guys to us.
They worried about me when this woman's about to kill somebody.
You better, tough guy.
We can take this many of them ourselves.
I owe you one. Thanks.
Isn't this a little more than we can handle?
Pipe down. Now let's do this.
Man, why is there so many people on every floor?
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to stop her. Trying to help these dudes out, and they worried about beating me up. Lala.
Still alive, right?
He sleep.
Sleep tight.
Lala.
There he is! Over here! Fuck! We're done playing hide and seek. Nowhere to run. You're dead! Here we go!
Oh, that wasn't what I meant, but... Just keep coming. Gee, where all this college kids? Man! This is utterly ridiculous. Have to fight all this by yourself. Wow. Cool. Must be about to get crazy. I'm ready.
Mikiko!
Stay back! Come near and I shoot!
Come now, Mikiko. You would really shoot your husband?
That's the only reason I'm here.
Very well. Then perhaps let's settle down and talk this through.
What is there to talk about?
Well, try putting this all into perspective. Are you sure you want to kill me? Can you kill me?
Oh, I've got an answer to that.
But what about our son? What would June think? Would he condone his mother's actions as a killer? Have you even considered the thought? Of course you have. Compassion comes naturally to you, and guilt's enough to freeze you in your tracks. After all, that's what gives this woman her charm. Wouldn't you agree, Kaito-san?
Sinister fuck.
Unfortunately, nice people don't make money. Business opportunities are all around us. Most fail to seize them, let alone comprehend they're there. Why? It's simple. They're inefficient at drawing wealth to themselves quickly and competently. Instead, they sate themselves on worldly affairs and superficial relationships. They're worthless.
So, you cut down your old pals and burned her family alive. They meant nothing to you.
Precisely. You catch on quick. I like your potential. Now I'll admit the Natsume family ordeal was a risky choice. But the results really spoke for themselves. It was a brilliant idea, if I do say so myself.
Human bastard!
Chuya! You think you'll get away with killing my parents? My sister? You're done right here, right now!
How curious. You actually seem like you mean it. Well, at least you came prepared. Glad I took the steps to confirm that.
Something's up. Should've known.
Damn it! Let me go!
Dude!
A tad late, Kenmochi.
My bad, Kyo-chan.
Damn you, son of
Settle down. You move and June dies. Understand? Can't move, can you? He takes after me, that's for sure. Never know when he'll catch his old man off guard. Seems I was right to discipline him the way I did.
Asshole! That's your own son right there!
Now then, Mikiko. The real party's about to begin.
What?
First, let's dispose of any unnecessary baggage. Shoot Kaito, and I will release June.
No.
Oh yeah, he faints. As soon as he faints, tackle.
June! You okay, bud? I'm gonna help you out of this. Hey, Kenmochi. You still think Mikiko was the one taking down Crimson Lotus?
Of course I do. The hell are you talking to me for?
Because there's something you might want to know. Each time Mikiko went to take out your buddies, someone else had gone and done him in first. They were dead by the time she got there.
Get out of here!
With her memories back, and a plan to kill Crimson Lotus, Mikiko became a huge threat. Enough to scare the killer into action. And by killing his old pals, he could erase his dark ties and pin the crime on Mikiko in one fell swoop.
The fuck are you yapping on about?
Still don't get it? It's the guy standing next to you. Your legendary guru is a traitor.
What?
I hear Sadamoto's been making the rounds on the media lately. Earned himself a reputation as a CEO in demand. It's why he can't afford having his connections to you guys surface. And on top of that, he needed to act fast to keep Mikiko from ever reaching out to you guys.
What are you saying?
Mikiko knows some dark shit about her husband's past. And Sadamoto didn't want you spotting any discrepancies between her truth and what he fed you. And that happened. You probably would have gone after him yourself, Kenmochi. Fact is, Sadamoto was the one taking out Crimson Lotus, not Mikiko.
Huh? But you said that already, didn't you?
Right, but that's not the point. There's a reason why Sadamoto started killing everyone now. After finding out his wife might still be alive, he realized he'd be in deep shit if she got in touch with you first. If that happened, there's a chance you'd learn conflicting facts about the Natsume family arson.
Well, what's the goddamn conflict?
Sadamoto had dark ties to Crimson Lotus.
Oh wait,
Crimson Lotus. Think I wouldn't know that?
the fire bothers him, so maybe if I should have said that.
My bad. Let me try again.
Better not be fucking with me, Kaito.
You said it was an accident that Maho-chan and her parents were burned alive. Nobody was supposed to be home, right?
Well, yeah. I was told they were on vacation. The place was supposed to be empty.
Let me guess. Sadamoto gave the order. Told you nobody'd get hurt.
So what? What are you getting at?
Your guru made it loud and clear before you showed up. He said the Natsume family ordeal was a risky choice, but the results really spoke for themselves. He knew Maho-chan and her parents were home that night, and he still had you burn the place down.
No.
Since you guys were just after the property, you had no reason to burn anyone to death. Even a hardened criminal might flinch at such an order. But Sadamoto's no ordinary thug. He wanted the Natsume's fortune for himself. And for his company to survive, he needed them to die. That's why he lied to you, after fixing up his own alibi.
Bullshit. He's lying. Right, Joe-chan?
You've hit quite the sore spot.
Sadamoto, you only had me find Mikiko, so you could get to her before Crimson Lotus. And when I found her, you planned to lock her up and wipe out Crimson Lotus yourself. Then you would wait for the perfect time to finish her off, and make it look like suicide. Sound about right?
I knew I liked your potential.
Joe-chan, what's this guy saying? It's all lies, right?
The night of the arson was Maho-chan's birthday. The Natsumes and Maho-chan were big on wine, so I sent them a vintage Bordeaux to celebrate. After all, what's $1 million yen between friends?
Joe-chan!
Meanwhile, I was enjoying dinner at a restaurant with my lovely wife. From there, I gave Maho-chan a call and wished her a happy birthday. She told me the wine was delicious. Even the Natsumes, who were notorious wine snobs, enjoyed it. I was worried my secret ingredient, sleeping pills, had altered the taste. But to my relief, it all turned out fine in the end.
What?
If it's any consolation, the Natsumes were dead asleep. I'm sure they went out painlessly.
Kyoya! How could you?
Hey, Joe-chan, this is just one of your jokes, right?
Should be any moment now. Delayed, I suppose.
This guy's always got something.
That's more like it. Finally, the stuff started kicking in. Big relief.
Shoot-chan! This is bad! The whole party's... Oh no!
It appears to be taking a bit longer than I'd have liked.
Okay, Sadamoto, tell me. What the hell did you do?
Well, I imagine this will go down as one of the deadliest dinners in history. Would you like to see? Aren't I thoughtful?
He killed. Put something in the wine or the food. Wow.
Oh no, what's wrong?
Excellent! I've just killed the final 4 members! A resounding success!
Piece of shit!
You poisoned their drinks?
Yes, I used the slow-acting stuff. A quicker poison wouldn't do for taking out a large group at once. Anyone who gets a drink later on would find out it's poisoned and refuse to touch it. Even so, I was starting to worry I'd miscalculated, since the effects took so long to show. Terribly sorry, Kemochi. I'll hold a grand funeral for you, so try to rest in peace, okay?
You even targeted innocent people!
I wouldn't say I targeted them. There was a designated table for everyone in Crimson Lotus. I can't help it if some non-members stop by for a drink. So at that point, I would say it's on them. Besides, wouldn't it make more sense for a vengeful, hate-fueled killer to pile on a few extra casualties? The public is much more liable to eat up a dramatic story after all.
Your goddamn mind!
And now, Mikiko, the curtain rises on you. The time has come to kill Kaito. Do it, and I'll spare you and the boy.
Why in the hell would I listen to you?
Ah, right. Perhaps this scenario merits a bit of explanation. As for tonight, I'm technically not supposed to be here. Well, I was supposed to make a surprise appearance, but only a few people know. Anyway, I left your hair and fingerprints in the kitchen, where the poison was prepared. And on the rooftop, your ex-lover's bullet-riddled corpse will be found. That be you, Kaito-san. On top of that, I've arranged it so a news leak will soon reveal Crimson Lotus as the masterminds behind the Natsume arson. As the story goes, you took the lives of each one out of vengeance. This party was held to clean up any stragglers. And when your old boyfriend caught wind of the whole affair, you gunned him down too. That is what the cops and the media will learn. It was you all along, my dear. But I won't just leave you to dry. Kill Kaito and I'll throw in 100 million yen. You could use that to flee overseas with June and live a comfortable life. Though, I imagine that wouldn't appeal to you. How could you murder an innocent man? So, once Kaito's dead on the ground, I suggest you kill yourself as well.
The hell?
If you go through with it, I'll even add another 100 million for June. At least I'm offering child support, more than a lot of fathers do. Now hurry up and shoot him! You are itching to kill someone, aren't you? Take too long and June will be the one to die.
He really was the devil after all. I was naive. I'm so sorry. I dragged you into this mess.
She's probably gonna shoot herself. Well, I don't know. Take care, June.
Mikiko. It's okay. I'm here. Well, this changes things. Your little storyline just took a twist.
What are you playing at?
How about I rewrite this scenario? A dirtbag husband commits mass murder, then gets caught and tries to pin it on his wife. So a Yakuza steps in and puts him down. I go to jail and it's happily ever after. Just stay out of this. You can't get blood on your hands. June needs you in his life. Can't imagine I'll miss tricks at this range.
You say that, but how else am I gonna get strong? Strong enough to protect the people I care about.
You want to get strong, June? Then focus on what's in here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just keep that fire burning in your heart, and it'll all make sense one day.
Now it's time to...
Oh, how many knives can you keep in your pocket?
Knives can one guy have?
Oh, goodness. And just when I thought I had you.
June, Mikiko, you two go.
I'd love to play some more, but time is running short. I'll have you bleeding out by the time the cops arrive.
Man, I don't see no weapons up here to use. Ooh, this is gonna be all. It's gonna be a tough fight. Yep, nothing. Here we go. Nothing. Fall on the ground and tap X. I'm used to it. How many hit bars this dude got? What the world was that mist? The world he sprayed at me. Why can't I hit this dude? He cheated, he sprayed something. Look, I can't target, look my hand. Oh, what a cheater, man. Nobody can fight. They gotta use weapons and mist and cheats.
That bastard. His knives were laced.
Mom?
Wait.
Everything was a lie. Everything you ever said to me was bullshit. Our marriage was bullshit. I guess you got what you wanted. To think I lived under the same roof with the monster who killed my family. My only sister. How does it feel right now? You calculate this too? Goddamn coward!
Don't do it!
I should have ended this a whole lot sooner.
Mikiko. You do that, you'll regret it. You'll be losing something precious. When we split, I was the same as you. I only wanted revenge. It nearly killed me. I realized what was precious was right in front of me. But then, I went down the path of vengeance. For the boss of the Matsukane family. And now, here you are, doing the same thing.
Why, Mom? What happens now? You're gonna get yourself locked up? You're leaving me again? What was it you said? Everything was a lie! Was I a lie too? Watching. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God damn you. It's all your fault! Why, huh? Why'd you do it, Joe-chan? Why? Why?
Masaharu-san!
Mm-hmm.
Damn it! I lost again!
You suck, Higashi-san!
Shut it! I'm letting you win, you know. Let's run it back.
Okay, but I'm still kicking your butt. Hey!
Kaito Aniki! Don't push yourself too hard yet. You came in here pretty banged up.
You've been out for 3 days.
That long, huh? Where's Mikiko? Is she okay?
Yeah, Mom was looking after you the entire time. She nearly passed out on her feet. When she said she was feeling lightheaded, Shirakawa-san took her to get some rest.
You didn't want to go with your mom?
Nah, I'm cool right here. And Higashi-san's been keeping me company, too.
Ah, well, I had time to kill, so...
And Sadamoto?
He, didn't make it.
He didn't.
those are from Yagami. He's back from his business trip. He came by earlier, but saw you were out like a rock. That put him at ease, so he left this and went home.
Nice touch.
Easy now, Aniki.
It's no problem.
No problem, huh? You're practically split at the seams.
I think I'll hold together just fine.
Uh-huh. Just try to stay out of trouble, okay?
June, you free to talk?
Oh, sure.
How you holding up?
Fine, I guess.
You know, my old man wasn't the greatest either. In fact, he was a nasty drunk.
Yeah?
Yep. He barely worked. Used up our money on booze, and every swig he took meant a swing at his family. I couldn't live in a home like that. So, I ran away. And I got kicked out of school, and after doing some more dumb shit, I ended up in juvie. After that, it was clear what kind of life I had coming.
Huh. No kidding.
Growing up, I wish the old bastard would just drop dead. Deep down, I took out all my problems on him. He was why my life turned out fucked up. But in reality, those fuck-ups were mine alone.
Huh.
Sure, my pops was a no-good loser who destroyed himself with alcohol. But when I got word he died, for some reason, all I could think of were the few good times we had.
Huh?
Stupid, right? Why? After hating his guts my whole life. Sorry. I know this ain't making it easier.
Actually, there was this one time my dad took me out for a drive. Thinking back, maybe he just felt like cruising around in his brand new car. But he asked me if there was anywhere I wanted to go. And then he took me far away, just so I could see the ocean.
June, take it slow, okay?
You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine now. For real.
You sure?
You know what, Kaito? I've been thinking. I never really wanted to be a Yakuza. It was something different all along.
Oh, yeah? And what would that be? Not a detective.
I want to be the kind of guy you can depend on. Someone who's strong. Someone like you, man. So don't worry. As much as it hurts, I'll be okay.
June. I know it's tough.
I can take it. And besides, I'm not a kid anymore.
gonna do now? Go see your mom at Shirakawa-san's place?
Yeah, someone's gotta go pick her up. Oh, speaking of, Shirakawa-san asked me to give you a letter when you woke up.
A letter? For what?
You know.
Kaito-san, as I've mentioned before, I intend to propose to Mikiko-san. I won't do it right away. She and her son need time to process. But I will say this. If you still have any feelings for Mikiko-san, I suggest you pay me a visit. Yasutaka Shirakawa.
What a guy.
So, what's it say?
I think it's a challenge.
And that means what exactly?
Actually, June, I'll come see Mikiko with you.
You sure? I can get there myself just fine.
Trust me, I know.
Huh. Okay then.
Cool.
Wait, huh?
Wait, huh? Ron's plate, hey. Ooh. The clinic.
Hey, you coming or not?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
June? And Masaharu-san?
Hey,
I told him I could get here myself, but nope, he insisted on tagging along.
Did you? Well, thanks for seeing him off.
don't mention it. I wanted to see you too.
Oh, really?
So, we're finally getting to sit and talk.
We sure are.
Were you okay? Well, I mean, maybe that's a weird thing to ask someone who had amnesia.
Maybe a little. I'm very happy for you, June. You got to go on an adventure with your hero.
Oh, guess so.
You've gotten so strong since I last saw you. Remember how you arm-locked that one jerk into submission?
Yeah. I'm lucky to have learned that from my mom.
So, Mikiko, what's your next move?
What do you mean?
Well, I was wondering about your living situation. I figure it's tough staying in that house after everything.
Yeah, you got that right. What am I gonna do? I haven't given it much thought yet, but... Yeah, so... Shirakawa-san mentioned he'd take June and me on vacation. Just the three of us.
Vacation? Where to?
He said, anywhere in the world, anywhere at all, for as long as you like. I'm sure he was just kidding.
Oh. Okay then.
I don't think he was joking. That dude's a doctor. He looks pretty loaded. Unlike Mr. X Yakuza here.
Watch it, kid.
Mikiko-san, Why don't we head inside and watch a movie?
I read your letter.
So then, what are you here to do?
What am I? Well...
Mikiko-san, wait right there, please.
Okay.
I've been saving something for you.
Huh?
Mikiko-san, will you...
Hold it!
What is it?
Well... Actually, I'm here to take Mikiko home.
Take her home? Where? To your dirty little hovel of an apartment?
Yeah, if that's okay with her. And my apartment's tidy as hell, as a matter of fact. I clean up every now and then.
Kaito-san, I understand what you're feeling. But this is the one thing I can't give up on, no matter what you say.
I hear you. Let's talk this out.
Oh, we won't be doing any talking.
Huh? Then what are we doing?
Settling this like the men of old. With our fists!
What? Oh, come on. You trying to have a duel in this day and age? What about how Mikiko feels?
This fight is for my feelings, Kaito-san. I told you from the beginning I was giving this my all, didn't I?
Man.
Mikiko-san will never share her heart with me. I've already accepted that. However, if I can best you, the one she sees as her hero, then perhaps there's a chance she'll acknowledge me. So please, give me this, Kaito-san.
When you put it that way, fine. But don't blame me if you get hurt.
You needn't worry about that.
Damn! When the hell you get so beefy?
After those thugs came, I vowed to do whatever it takes to get stronger. To build myself into a new person. One who would never let harm come to Mikiko-san. So these past 2 years, I've made the gym my second home. And on top of that, I've practiced every form of martial art available to me. What I've learned is this. With the insurmountable will to protect the ones you love, even a frail physician can rise up and become stronger than any threat that comes knocking.
He's been studying his whole life, and you've been studying 2 years, and you think you can beat him? Oh, come on, man.
You made your point. Guess we're throwing down. Let's do this. Shirakawa.
I just got stabbed and poisoned. I'm hurt. Let me guess, you gotta do your one move. Oh, check him out. He can just replenish. Come on, man. I beat him already. And I know you cheated with however you redid your health. Why am I purple?
Seems you've had enough. We squared up now?
Yeah. Now it's out of my system. Thank you.
Why do men have to be so primitive? So then, where do we go from here? Didn't you say you were taking me back home?
Guess I did. Yeah. Where to start? So, when I said my place was clean and all, sorry. That was a big lie. Even on a good day, it's about as clean as a farmhouse. And the bathroom's moldy.
Yeah?
And I'm flat broke.
Seriously?
Being a detective doesn't always pay the bills. Pretty often, I'll be months behind rent. Sometimes I can't even afford dinner.
Well, you're gonna have to fix that, aren't you?
I'll try. Will you still join me?
Gladly.
Wow. Pretty good storyline. All right.